Hi guys, welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love in this big bad world of ours. Before we go any further, check that ticker bar below. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscriber button right now. No, not later on, right now. Don't forget the notification bell. Okay, a little bit of a change. Now, I used to do this when I was living in Spain, but I think it's more of a need to do it here. As you guys know, I live in Dubai now. We have 3 hours ahead of the UK, and sometimes when I'm doing the late night Q&A, I'm not finishing off until 3 o'clock. Sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning, my time. And it kills me. It does kill me now. It's starting to kill me because I got my other work issues going on. So I got to get up early, and I thought to reintroduce the kind of chill out afternoons or chill out lounge, just for backup, really. I look back on the last Q&A. I don't think I done myself any justice, basically because I was so tired. But yeah, I didn't enjoy doing it, if I'm honest with you. And I think it come across. I think it come across on the video. So I'm thinking of doing maybe an afternoon chat for whenever it isn't going to be any late night Q&As. At least there's a live show going out on a particular day. Sometimes it could well be both. Could have an afternoon chat and a late night Q&A and watch songs. We'll just have to see how it goes, really. But the main reason it won't be a late night Q&A tonight is simply because Brownie's got a date. Brownie has a date. Remember that? I did show you a photo of that girl. Well, the flowers worked. Let's just say the flowers worked yesterday. So I'm taking her out tonight. So there will be no late night Q&A tonight, unfortunately. But that's where the show comes in. As I said, it's backup. It's backup. Live streaming backup. Let's call it. Right, obviously we can't go into the type of 18 plus chatting which we can do or we go into doing a late night Q&A because of the time of day and so on. So, right, let's just have a chat about football, I suppose, what's been going on today and so on. In fact, I think the first story has to be this one, really. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Yes, I was listening to Jim White earlier on and Simon Jordan, and they were first to this. West Ham offered Declan Rice an 8-year contract worth £200,000 a week in a bid to ward off Man United and Chelsea transfer interest. Now, let's be completely honest here. I've followed this Declan Rice kind of saga. I think this could be the third or fourth contract offer by the club to Declan Rice. And Declan Rice has actually, through his intermediates, come out and said a number of times now, it's nothing to do with the money. It's to do with the club going forward and his ambitions. He wants West Ham to be a more ambitious club. So on that alone, why would he basically sign up to a contract for the rest of his playing career, basically? It goes on to say West Ham have made a huge contract offer to Declan Rice. TalkSport understands the Hammers are desperate to keep England midfielder who has rejected a number of offers, as I've mentioned, from a club in recent weeks and months. Goes down to say Rice only has 2 years left on his current deal, and he's been subject to transfer interest from Premier League rivals Chelsea and Man United. The 23-year-old has quickly established himself as a huge star. TalkSport understand the club offered him an 8-year contract worth $200,000 a week. TalkSport host Jim White, who broke the news, explained, "Let me tell you the lengths of West Ham are going to keep Declan Rice at the football club." Now, before I go any further, the relationship between Jim White and David Sullivan is very close. Their claims that Jim White is just West Ham owners' puppet, really. But I'll go on. It is my understanding that West Ham are 99% certain they will not sell Declan Rice in the summer. That's because the valuation West Ham put on him, 150 million, can't be met by any club in the summer. That's really why. Declan Rice has been offered an 8-year deal at West Ham worth £200,000 on a rising scale to match inflation. That's another key thing as well. I heard that earlier on, to match inflation. Well, inflation compared to players' wages are two totally different things. Players' wages go up 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 times as much as inflation. So that's laughable, actually. In an 8-year deal, at stage he's shown no inclinations that he's going to sign it. The 8-year deal could become 10-year if Declan and his people wanted such a deal. It goes on. And basically, as I remember Simon Jordan responding to this news, he basically said, "Look, it's just bloody David Sullivan and David Go play into the gallery, and who in a right mind would sign a deal for 8 years, when you don't know what way, what road or what route the club is actually taking." And you have to agree with every single word he says on that. Nothing regarding Declan Rice. I don't know if you guys, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but it seems that the mindset of players and their entourage, their agents, family members, and so on and so forth, these days are just purely to run the contracts down. Well, currently, the valuation on him is 150 million. No one, Chelsea would have done it had they not had issues with Abramovich. Manchester United may have done it, I suppose, because they wanted to do it. But would Rice want to go Man United with all their problems at the moment? Probably not. So who else is out there? So who else is out there who will pay that kind of money? No one. So surely it's in Declan Rice's best interest just to run his contract down, and walk away. And if he did walk away with, if he walked away when his contract ran out, he could be getting 300 grand a week, even more if all things go the way in which I'm sure they are planning. So. Henry Wilson. Hi, Henry. Hope you're well, my friend. Many thanks for joining. He says, yes, but if they go back to the old level in the league, he will ruin them. That's too much for West Ham. That's too much for West Ham. That's a good point, because remember, also, Henry, is that they also got another investor coming in. And there's also rumours that there's links between David Sullivan and taking over his old club, using another person, but taking over his old club at Birmingham. So could this be a massive deal? If he was to sign, then the new investor coming in would be bloody, would have that round his neck, I suppose. I just think he's playing to the gallery. Okay, the second story of the day isn't a nice story. It really, really isn't a nice story, and unfortunately, it's the anniversary of what many people don't realize. It's the anniversary, unfortunately, of the when the Bradford Valley Parade fire, which took place on this day in 1985. Many people lost their lives when Bradford City were meant to be celebrating. Were meant to be celebrating their promotion, but let's go back into tell you a little bit more. Bradford City fire occurred during a Football League Third Division game, which is now what they would call League One, between Bradford and Lincoln on Saturday, the 11th of May, 1985. At Valley Parade Stadium in Bradford. I remember watching this live, guys. I remember watching this live. Killing 56 spectators, injuring at least 265. The stadium was known for its inadequate design and facilities, which included the wooden roof of the main stand. Previous warnings had also been given about a major build-up of litter in the cavity below the seats in that stand. The stand had been officially condemned and was due to be replaced with a steel structure at the end of the season. The match against Lincoln, the final game of the season, had started, as I mentioned, in celebratory atmosphere, with the home team receiving the Third Division Championship trophy. At 3:40 p.m, television commentator John Helm remarked upon a small fire in the main stand in less than 4 minutes. With the windy conditions, the fire had engulfed the whole stand, trapping some people in their seats. In a mass panic that ensued, fleeing crowds escaped onto the pitch, but others at the back of the stand tried to break down a locked exit door to escape. Many were burned to death at the turnstile gates, which had been locked after the match had begun. There are many cases of heroism, more than 50 people later receiving police awards and commendations for bravery. The disaster led to rigid new safety standards in UK stadiums, including a banning of new wooden grandstands. It was also a catalyst for some substantial redevelopment and modernisations of many British football grounds within the following 30 years. Bradford City continue to support the Burns Unit at the University of Bradford as its official charity, and it's an absolute terrible scenes. I did try, and I'll be completely honest with you, I did try to do a memorial video for it previously, but YouTube didn't have any of it. Maybe it was for the best. Pete Protein, hi Pete, hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. I'm very well, and hope you are too. Okay. And the final final item I'd like to mention again. It was the anniversary, actually on the same day. The anniversary is today. It's on the same day, but it was 2 years earlier than the Bradford City stadium fire, and that was Gothenburg. Let's show you this. Aberdeen played Real Madrid in the European final on this day, 1983. Alex Ferguson. There we go. Let's play this, yeah.
just come up late. And the goal is there. And it's given by Black.
So Eric Black scoring the first goal for Aberdeen, the UEFA Cup.
And that's what it is. And they've done so. Weir. That's a good ball from Peter Weir. Now Aberdeen with McGee making the break. And Hewitt waiting in the middle. Hewitt.
And Hewitt getting a winning goal. Yeah, UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. They don't have that tournament anymore. For the younger people who may not remember the Cup Winners' Cup, every cup winner of every country will go into a straight knockout tournament. Like, for example, if you won the FA Cup, you'd go in. It was quite a prestigious trophy back then. But unfortunately, the reshape of the Champions League has, slowly killed off the Cup Winners' Cup. I wish they brought it back. Okay, well, that's the first coffee afternoon, chill out lounge, which I've done for many first one I've done for many months ever since, as I mentioned, my time in Spain. So let me know in the comments below what you think, if you want it back. I'd say I'll repeat myself what I said at the start. Basically, with the Q&As going on, because I'm 3 hours ahead of you guys in the UK now, because it's going on 3-4 o'clock sometimes, in which it finishes with the Q&As. I just thought maybe bring in the chill out afternoon lounge chat, whatever you want to call it. At least it's a live stream. Obviously, the content would be completely different to the 18 plus late night Q&A. But at least you can come into a live chat and so on and so forth. So if you want this to stay, let me know in the comments below. And I say Brownie got a big date tonight, so wish me luck. Okay, catch you later, guys. Take care. Hasta luego.